everyone, Merry Christmas and welcome to my Rocking Around the Christmas Tree special. I hope you can lay out your yoga mat somewhere close to something festive. If you don't have a Christmas tree, then that's fine. Put on some Christmas music, maybe some anthems like me if you can. We're going to try and make this yoga session today very nice and festive. I've renamed some of the yoga poses for you, especially for Christmas. We're not really going to need any apparatus today, just a cushion if you have one, or a block, it's also a good substitute. We're going to begin cross-legged, seated, sitting on to our cushion or our block. Lovely. So today's session is mainly all about trying to reduce that pre-Christmas stress. So this week there can be a lot going on. We have the added stress this year from the UK government, so we're trying to put all of that stuff out of our mind, just allow us to think, relax into the Christmas week. So this is just a chance for us to get ready, get our mind really in the place that we want to be at the beginning of Christmas. So I hope you all enjoy. The class is for all levels. Doesn't matter if you haven't practiced yoga before. Hopefully there's something for everyone here. I'm going to be adapting some of the poses so that they are suitable for beginners, and then also suitable for those who are a little bit more practiced in yoga as well. So first of all, finding into a nice comfortable seat on your cushion or on your block or bolster, whatever you have available. We're going to close down the eyes here. Sitting straight and tall, aligning the neck with the spine. Let's take the hands out onto the knees. Just have the hands facing down on the knees here. That's a nice grounding feeling to start our practice. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Feel the lungs, feel the chest rise. Exhale through the mouth. And allow your breath to enter its natural rhythm. So as I said at the beginning of the class, there can be a lot going on in this week, a lot to think about. For this next hour, we're going to push those thoughts away. Bringing the focus of your mind to your breath. Starting to focus on how the breath feels in the body. Paying attention to that invigorating feeling that comes on the inhale. And the relaxation, the softening that comes with the exhale. I'm going to invite you to take one hand towards the top of the chest, just below the neck. Bring one hand to the belly. And start to feel the breath in the body. Physical movement that comes in the body with the breath. So as you inhale, the top of the chest rises, the middle of the chest rises, the belly puffs out. Then on the exhale, the belly sinks, the chest sinks. Follow that wave of breath through the body. Maybe you can also hear the breath. Becoming completely connected to our breath. This breath is going to guide us through our practice today. And taking the hands back towards the knees, keeping the eyes closed here, continuing to notice that flow of breath through the body. You You can still feel the chest rising, the belly rising. With your next deep inhale, we're going to drop the chin down towards the top of the chest, facing the head down to the mat to stretch the back of the neck. Then bring the head back up through center. Allow it to fall all the way back, so now you're facing up towards the sky, feeling the stretch in the front of the neck. Then start to drop the head all the way back down again and send the head round in some deep neck circles. Moving slowly, rolling out any tension that you might be feeling in that neck area. If you have reindeer antlers on like I do right now, you can hear the jingle bells jingling as you roll the neck. Very festive. And then bring the head back to center. Gently opening the eyes now, blinking open those eyes. With an inhale, we're going to sweep the arms up towards the sky. And then as we exhale, we're going to start to make circle motions with these arms, swinging them round behind us. And up through the head, down and around. Starting to get some fluid in those shoulder joints here. With each inhale, extending up really high, and exhale, bring the arms down. Now inhale, reach, 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 reach. And exhale, draw the arms down. Let's take them behind the back, interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders back. Then releasing the hands and bringing the hands back towards the legs. Okay, we're now going to be releasing the cushion from underneath us, sitting down onto the floor. You can take the cushion out towards the side. You may be needing it again later. Taking the hands onto the knees here, we're going to practice a few seated cat-cows. So again, moving with the breath here. As you inhale, you're going to drive the chest forward, bringing the shoulders back, so we're really puffing out the chest here. Bring the chest all the way forward and down. Then as you exhale, using the hands on the knees, we start to push the body back, we round up the shoulders, we look in towards the belly, and we create the arch in the spine. Inhale, push the chest forward, we're curving the spine, rolling those shoulders back. Exhale, we come back, we round up the spine, we look in towards the belly. And continue to move with the rhythm of your own breath here, at the pace that feels comfortable for you. One more round here, inhale. And exhale. Then come back to center. We're now going to straighten out the legs in a nice straight line in front of us, sitting up into a sort of right angle here. So the spine is straight, the legs are straight in front of us. Just shake those legs out. Start to warm up those legs a little bit. Then we're going to hug the left knee in towards the chest. Let's just give that left knee a little squeeze. We're going to take the left foot over the right leg and plant the foot in towards the ground. So the knee is still bent here, the left knee. We're going to take the right arm out in front of us in a nice straight line and then hug that left knee into the chest. So we're wrapping the right arm around the left knee. We're going to take the left arm right behind us in a nice straight line and start to look over the left shoulder. So here we're coming into a seated spinal twist. Still trying to be tall here through the spine. So that helps exaggerate the twist in the spine. Look straight back over that left shoulder. You'll feel the IT band on the outside of the hip stretching here as well. And then release, we come back to center. We release that left leg back down. And we're going to hug the right knee into the chest this time. Give it a nice little squeeze. Then we take the right foot over the left leg. We sweep that left arm out in front of us in a straight line. And then we hug the right knee into the chest with that left arm. We take the right arm all the way back behind us. And we look back over the right shoulder this time. Again, still trying to keep that spine tall to exaggerate the twist. And then when you're ready to release, we rotate back to center. We give those legs a nice little shake out once more. Release. Wiggle the toes. Wiggle the hands like jingle bells. And then we're going to come back to a cross-legged seated position. Bringing the soles of the feet together here. Clasping the feet together with the hands. And just start to bounce out the knees, coming into our band angle pose. Feeling the stretch in the hip flexors here. Give it a little wobble from side to side, rocking next to your Christmas tree. Beautiful. Then from here we're going to plant the soles of the feet into the ground, bending the knees, and come all the way up into a forward fold. So put as much of a bend in the knees as you need to here. We're trying to drop the belly and the chest towards the thighs. We can take the hands onto the elbows, relax the head and the neck down, give the head and the neck a little shake here. And then start to swing from side to side, coming into ragdoll. From here, we're going to take the right hand, planting it towards the floor in front of us. We give a generous bend in the right knee and we straighten the left leg. So here, the right hand is on the floor. We sweep the left arm all the way up to the sky. We're coming into a spinal twist here, looking straight towards the left hand in the sky. Feeling the stretch all the way down the back of the left leg here. Then bring the left hand back down towards the floor. Now we bend the left knee, straighten the right leg. Place the left hand in the center of the floor in front of you. Sweep the right arm up to the sky. We twist in the opposite direction. Feeling that stretch all the way down the back of the right leg this time. Then we bring the right hand back down towards the floor. We bend both knees generously here as we come back to our forward fold. Then we inhale, we sweep the arms all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, we bring the hands down towards heart center. Coming into our mountain pose, our snowy mountain pose, as we're calling it today for our Christmas special. So here we want to bring the body into a nice straight line, opening the palms up in front of us. The neck is aligned with the spine. The shoulders are centered. Bringing the body into its natural anatomical position here. So we're not really having to work too hard. This is a rest pose for us. You can close down the eyes. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. We're going to take a few winter sun salutations today, starting at the top of the mat in your mountain pose. So if you're not already, come towards the top of your mat. And we're going to inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, halfway lift, let's straighten the spine, come to a flat back. Exhale, roll back down, place the hands. Step back into a plank position. Bring that body into a nice straight line. Then we're going to drop the knees towards the floor and bring the chest all the way down towards the mat. Inhale, we rise up, we straighten the legs behind us. The hips are rested on the mat here, coming into cobra. Looking straight ahead. Exhale, roll back down, tuck the toes, engage the core, and push the body up and back, downward dog. Pedal out the dog here if you want to, get some movement in the backs of those legs. And then start to walk yourself back towards the top of the mat, coming back to forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Another winter sun salutation. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, roll back down, place the hands, step back into plank. Lower the knees, then drop the chin and the chest towards the floor. Inhale, rise up, coming into cobra. Exhale, roll back down, tuck the toes, push the body up and back, downward dog. Pedal those legs, let's walk out the dog. And then start to walk the feet back to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms go up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Coming back to your mountain pose, opening the palms up in front of us. We're going to bring the knee up, the right knee up towards the chest. So just hovering that right leg in front of us. We're going to step the right leg back behind us. So we come here into a lunge position, a crescent lunge. Arms can open out to the sides. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Open the chest. Beautiful. Exhale, we're going to bring the hands down towards the top of the mat. We're going to step the left leg back, come to a plank position. Then we're going to take a vinyasa, dropping the knees towards the floor. Bring the chest and the chin towards the mat and rise up into cobra. Roll back down, tuck the toes, push back to downward dog. Walk back to the top of the mat, come to a forward fold. Inhale, arms go up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. This time we're going to bring that left knee up to the chest. Allow it to hover in front of us. Then step the left leg back, come to your lunge. Arms are opened up to the side. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky, open the chest. Exhale, bring the hands down towards the top of the mat. Step that right leg back, come back to plank. Drop the knees, drop the chin and the chest towards the floor. Inhale, rise up into cobra. Exhale, roll back down, tuck the toes, push back to downward dog. Walk the feet back towards the top of the mat. Come back to forward fold. Inhale the arms up to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. Opening the hands up in front of us again, come back to your snowy mountain pose. And let's bring the right knee up to the chest again, allow it to hover in front of you. This time we're going to start to kick that right leg back behind us, bringing the head and the chest down in front of us as we come in to our flying snowman pose, or warrior three pose as it's traditionally known. So here you're trying to bring the body into a nice straight line, taking the arms out towards the side, kicking that right leg as high as you can behind you. Continue to breathe here, balancing. Then we drop that right foot back behind us, come back to lunge. Arms out by the side. Inhale, arms go up to the sky, open the chest. Exhale, bring the hands forward to the top of the mat. Step that left leg back and let's take our vinyasa, dropping the knees, drop the chin and the chest to the floor. Inhale to cobra. And exhale, roll back down, push to downward dog. Walk the feet back to the top of the mat, come back to forward fold. Inhale, the arms go up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Coming back to our mountain pose. This time we lift the left knee in front of us. Allow that knee to hover. Then we're going to start to kick the left leg back behind us, taking the arms out to the side, bringing the head and the chest down as we come into our flying snowman. Try to flex that left foot behind you. So we feel the engagement all the way down the left leg. Then drop that left leg back down. So we're coming into our lunge position here. Arms are out by the side. Inhale, take the arms up to the sky. Open the chest. Exhale, bring the hands forward. Come back to plank. This time in plank, if you want to, you can take it a step further, coming through full chaturanga. You can either drop to the knees as we did before, roll into cobra, or come all the way down in a straight line, full chaturanga. Inhale to up dog, and exhale to down dog. We all meet in down dog. Either walk forward to the top of the mat, or if you want to, you can step, hop, or jump forward to the top of the mat. Come back to your forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. And exhale, hands back to heart center. Come back to your snowy mountain pose. Now coming to the center of the mat, or wherever feels like a good place for you to balance here, we're going to come into our Christmas tree pose next. So we're going to start on the left leg. We're going to bring the right knee up towards the chest once more. The knee is bent, arms are opened out to the side. Allow the knee to hover. Find a focus point, something in front of you that isn't moving. Once you've found that focus point, we're going to bring the right hand towards the right knee. We're then going to grab hold of the right foot and guide the foot in towards the thigh or the calf. We're opening the hips up here. The knee is opened out towards the side. We're going to take the arms up to the sky as our Christmas tree branches. And breathe deeply here. Finding stillness. Let's bring the hands into prayer at heart center. Lovely. And enjoying the stillness that comes with this pose. It can be a very relaxing pose once we get into it. Helps to focus the mind. Then we're going to release the knee in front of us, not let it drop just yet. Let's bend the standing leg and place that right ankle onto the left knee. So now we're coming into this figure of four position. We start to sit down. So imagining there is a chair behind you that you're trying to sit into as we lower into this balance. Every time you feel solid, trying to lower a little bit more, come deeper. And when you're ready to release, we gently start to rise all the way back up. We drop that right foot back down and we give the left ankle a good roll out. Release the tension there. Moving on to the opposite side. So this time, the right leg will be the standing leg. We're going to bring the left knee up towards the chest, take the arms out to the side, allow the knee to hover. Breathe deeply, find your focus point again. Something in front of you that isn't going to be too distracting. Then bring that left hand towards the left knee. Grab hold of the left foot and guide that foot in towards the right leg. Either coming to the thigh or the calf, not onto the knee, so we're trying to protect the knee here. Opening the hips up, taking that knee so the left knee is pushing out towards the side to help open through the hips. We take the arms up to the sky as our Christmas tree branches. And breathe deeply here. Bringing the hands into prayer, bring them down towards heart center. Continue to breathe. Then we're going to release that left knee in front of us, not let it drop just yet. Start to bend the standing leg and place the left ankle onto that right knee. Coming into our figure of four, slowly starting to sit down into this position. Every time you feel solid, trying to push yourself a little deeper. Then when you're ready to release, slowly we're going to start to rise back up. We release that left leg back down and we give the right ankle a nice roll out there. Lovely. Coming back towards the top of the mat now, come back to your mountain pose. Let's just close down the eyes for a moment here, resettle the breath. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. With your next inhale, opening those eyes up, sweeping the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, come to your flat back. Exhale, roll back down, place the hands, step back into plank. Now choose your vinyasa, either dropping to the knees or coming full chaturanga towards the floor. Inhale to cobra or to up dog. And exhale to down dog. As we inhale, we're going to sweep the left leg up to the sky. Then we're going to step the left foot forward between the hands, angling that back foot so it's in line with the back of the mat. And we rise up into our warrior two, or our snowboarding snowman, as we're going to call it for this one. Snowboarding reindeer, whatever you want to be. If you're like me, you're a snowboarding reindeer. Breathe deeply here. So the front knee is bent, back leg strong and straight. Arms over each leg. Here we can put a bend in the front arm. Start to lean the arm down towards the knee and reach the right arm up and overhead, coming into extended side angle here. So we're trying to create that really nice long line all the way through the side of the body. If you want to go deeper here, you can drop the left hand to the inside of the foot. And for anyone that wants to go even further, you can take the arms under the body to bind the pose, clasping the hands together, finding your level. With your next inhale, we're going to rise up to our snowboarding reindeer. Exhale, we take the right arm back behind us, left arm goes up to the sky. Reverse warrior, reverse snowboarding reindeer. Then come back down to your snowboarding reindeer. This time we're going to straighten that front leg as we move ourselves into triangle pose. So we want to reach the front arm forward as far as we can now, and then rotate down, bringing the right hand to the inside of the right leg, the left arm to the inside of the left leg, right arm goes up to the sky. Looking straight towards the right hand in the sky. Then from here we're going to rise back up. We're going to take the hands onto the hips, rotate that left foot so it's now in line with the right, and we're going to turn the right foot so it's facing towards the back of the mat. We put a bend in the knee here and we come up into our snowboarding reindeer on the opposite side. Looking straight over that right hand. Feeling the strength of this pose. Then we're going to put a bend in the front arm, bring the arm down towards the right knee and reach that left arm up and overhead, creating that lovely long line once again down the side body. If you want to go deeper, dropping the right hand to the inside of the foot. And if you want to go even deeper, taking the arms under the body to bind the pose, coming to the level that suits you. Then on the next inhale, we rise back up, snowboarding reindeer. Take the left arm back behind us, right arm goes up to the sky. Reverse, snowboarding reindeer. Breathe deeply here, looking straight towards the right hand in the sky. On the next inhale, come back to your warrior two, the snowboarding reindeer. Straighten the front leg. We're going to move into triangle now. Reach the right arm forward and rotate down, bringing the right hand to the inside of the right leg. The left arm goes up to the sky, looking straight towards that left hand in the sky. Then slowly we rise all the way back up. We take the hands onto the hips, rotate that right foot so it's in line with the left. Both our legs are straight here. We're going to use the hands on the hips just to guide the hips here. Push the hips back, bring the chest forward, hinging at the hips. We're going to fold the body forward and down, coming for a wide leg forward fold. Allowing the head and the neck to hang, allowing the arms to relax down towards the mat. So you can place the hands in the center of the mat here. And if you want to feel the deeper stretch, start to walk the hands behind the legs. As though you're trying to pull the body through, thread the body through. Then bring the hands back to the center of the mat and start to bend each knee one at a time, moving nice and fluidly here. Getting some fluid in those hip and knee joints. Lunging deeply from side to side. Then we straighten the legs once more. We place the right hand solidly in the center of the mat and we sweep the left arm up towards the sky, coming into a twist, looking straight towards the left hand in the sky. Then we bring the left hand back down to the center of the mat. We sweep the right arm up to the sky, twisting in the opposite direction. Bring that right hand back down. Allow yourself to deepen into this wide leg forward fold. Relaxing the head and the neck down. Allowing your antlers to graze the floor if you have them. And then using your hands to keep you steady on the floor on the mat. Slowly we're going to start to inch the feet back in towards one another. Coming until we're a little bit more than hip width apart. The heels are pointed in towards the body, the toes are pointed out to the edges of the mat. We're going to bend the knees and sit ourselves down into a yoga squat. So here we're bringing the elbows between the knees to try and push the knees open. We're dropping the hips as low as we can towards the floor. Now, if you feel like you don't have a very good range of movement in the backs of the legs here, you can try coming up onto the tiptoes to give yourself a little bit more room. Maybe you can drop the hips a little bit lower here. You can stay in your squat like this. It involves a little bit more balance. It's still a very nice hip opener for us. Finding what feels right for you. Then from here we're going to drop the hands down towards the mat and sit down onto the buttocks. Beautiful. Bringing knees in towards the chest. Let's just give those knees a little squeeze. And then release. Take the arms by the side and start to roll down, coming all the way down towards the mat. Rolling each vertebrae one at a time as we slowly lower. Until you're just an inch off the mat. And then drop down. Nice. Let's hug those knees in towards the chest. Rock from side to side, rocking around your Christmas tree. Make some circles with those knees. Make some circles with the buttocks. Give your back a lovely massage here. And dropping the left foot down towards the floor. So here the left leg is still bent. We're going to grab hold of the right ankle and place it onto the left knee. So here we're kind of bringing that right leg into the figure of four position once more, opening up that right hip. We're going to thread the right hand through the hole and grab hold of the back of the left knee. Taking the left hand to meet it, we can clasp, interlace the fingers and hug that left knee into the chest. So we're coming into reverse pigeon here. As you pull the knee towards the chest, you'll notice that that right hip really starts to work. It starts to stretch open here. This is a nice hip opener. Ensuring that you're not pulling so hard that you're lifting the buttocks up off the floor. You're trying to keep the tailbone flat against the mat here and just gently guide the knee in towards the chest. So we don't want to be straining, and equally not lifting the head up off the mat to strain and pull in. Allow the neck and the head to be relaxed behind you. Then we're going to release that left foot back down towards the floor. Now we're going to cross the right leg fully over that left knee. And then we're going to start to drop those knees down towards the left side. So now we're coming into a spinal twist, allowing the knees to fall towards the floor. Keeping both shoulder blades flat on the mat. And resting your gaze in the opposite direction to the knees. So if your knees are falling over towards the left, as they should be, you're resting your gaze in the opposite direction towards the right hand. Then we rotate back to center. We untwist those legs. This time we drop the right foot down towards the floor. We grab hold of the left ankle and place that left ankle on towards the right knee. Thread the left hand through the hole here, interlacing the fingers behind the right knee, and pull that right knee towards the chest, coming into your reverse pigeon. This can feel quite intense on that hip flexor. So maybe you want to close down the eyes. Take some nice deep breaths here. Allow yourself to relax into this position. Then slowly we're going to drop that right foot back down towards the floor. Guide the left leg so it's now fully over that right leg, crossed over. And then we guide both of those knees down towards the right side, coming into your spinal twist. Again, both shoulder blades should be flat on the mat here. You can rest your gaze this time over towards the left hand. You can use the right hand on top of the knee just to guide those knees down. Maybe you can even push to go a little bit deeper here. And we rotate back to center. Hug both knees back in towards the chest and give a rock from side to side. Releasing any tension here. From here we're going to straighten the legs out, facing the soles up towards the ceiling. Bringing the body into a nice right angle here. Coming into our legs up the imaginary wall pose. It's a very popular one for us. Get some blood rushing down towards the head. This might feel like enough of an inversion for you. If you want to stay here, you can. For those that want to go a little bit deeper, we're going to make our way towards a shoulder stand now. So we can take the hands behind the buttocks, drive the elbows into the floor of the mat beneath you, and then slowly start to kick the legs up over the head. We're using the hands behind the buttocks to support the buttocks. Right now the legs are just a little bit higher over the head, but they're not in the full straight line yet. We're not coming into full shoulder stand just yet. Stay here for a moment. Allow yourself to settle. And then when you're ready, if you want to move into a full shoulder stand, we're going to start to walk the hands up the back and bring the legs into a nice straight line above us, coming all the way up onto the tops of the shoulders. If you're in a full shoulder stand, we're not moving the head from side to side. We're facing straight up towards the toes, supporting the neck, protecting the neck here. Tightening through the core to keep the body in a nice straight line. From here, maybe you want to start to kick the legs over the head, come into a half plow, whatever feels good for you. Maybe you want to play around with the legs, make some shapes. When you're ready to release from your shoulder stand, you're going to bend the knees and draw the knees in towards the chest And then slowly start to drop the buttocks down towards the floor. Keeping the knees hugged in towards the chest. Once more, we rock from side to side. We release any tension from the spine and shoulders. Take some nice deep breaths here. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together, dropping them down towards the floor, and coming now into our reclined bound ankle pose. Opening the knees out to the side, the hips are opened up here. We can take one hand onto the belly and one hand towards the top of the chest, as we did at the start of the class. Start to feel that wave of breath in the body again. Closing down the eyes here. Focusing your mind on the breath. Noticing on the inhale how the entire body feels energized, tall, powerful. And on the exhale, the entire body melts towards the mat beneath you. Everything relaxes. Enjoying the contrast between those two feelings. Now we're slowly going to make steps towards Shavasana, our final resting pose. We can take the arms out towards the side of the body, start to straighten the legs out. If you want to, one option is a slightly different Shavasana than what we normally come into. I'm going to invite you to find the cushion that you were using at the beginning of your practice and just take them under the knees to raise the knees slightly. This allows the legs to completely relax, with a slightly bent angle there. Take the arms out to the side of the body, palms facing up to the sky. Closing down the eyes, relaxing every muscle in the body here. So we come into the most important part of this yoga class, Shavasana. All of the energy that has just been created in the body now finds a place to settle, to live within us. In order for our bodies to completely reap the benefits of that energy, we need to completely relax and soften. So making any necessary adjustments that you need to here. And if you notice that your mind has become preoccupied, maybe you've started to think on to something else that you have to do, we sweep those thoughts away. They do not concern us for Shavasana. Bringing the focus of your mind back to your breath, back to this moment, allowing yourself to be selfish and have this well-deserved break.
And now, as we continue to enjoy the feeling of the breath in the body, the relaxation of this pose, slowly we're going to start to reawaken the muscles, beginning by gently wriggling the fingers and toes, reawakening the hands, the feet, progressing to stretch the arms up as though you're waking up in the morning. Start to hug the knees into the chest. And in your own time, whenever you feel ready, slowly making your way back up to a cross-leg seated position. Bring the hands into prayer at heart center. Let's use this space to be thankful to our minds and our bodies for this space today. I've lost my answer. They came off into faster, put them back on. For this space, for our practice, thank you so much for turning up. I'm wishing you a very Merry Christmas. I hope that this has helped you prepare for the Christmas week ahead. There's going to be one more chance to practice with me on Wednesday before Christmas. So we'll be doing some similar vinyasa practice then, a bit more of a full flow on Wednesday, but I hope that you enjoyed today's practice. Thank you so much. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's lovely.